Adopting a dog is a beautiful act of compassion. It's the start of a unique bond, a promise of unconditional love and loyal companionship. Many seek out rescue dogs, hoping to offer a second chance at happiness to a deserving animal. This desire to provide a loving home often leads people to consider international adoption, drawn in by heart-wrenching photos and stories of dogs in desperate need. The hope is palpable, the anticipation exhilarating. A new family member is about to arrive, bringing with them the promise of joy, laughter, and wet-nosed kisses. But what if this heartwarming picture hid a darker truth? The unfortunate reality is that not all dog shelters, especially those overseas, operate with ethical and transparent practices. While many are legitimate and work tirelessly to care for animals in need, others exploit the compassion of potential adopters for financial gain. These unscrupulous organizations prioritize profit over the well-being of the animals entrusted to their care. They operate in the shadows, masking their cruel practices with carefully curated images and fabricated narratives of rescue and rehabilitation. Their deceptive tactics lure unsuspecting individuals into a heartbreaking situation where the dream of rescuing a dog transforms into a nightmare of witnessing animal suffering. One of the first warning signs is often the suspiciously pristine condition of the dogs available for adoption. Puppies, in particular, seem readily available, arriving on transport after transport, seemingly healthy and well-adjusted. These dogs are often advertised as rescued from dire situations, yet they appear remarkably clean and well-fed, their coats gleaming, their eyes bright. The reality is that many of these animals are bred in large-scale puppy mills, where profit outweighs welfare. These mills operate in deplorable conditions, churning out litter after litter with no regard for the health or temperament of the animals. Another red flag is the rushed adoption process. Legitimate shelters prioritize careful vetting of potential adopters, ensuring that the animals are placed in safe and loving homes. However, unscrupulous organizations often bypass these crucial steps, eager to move dogs quickly and maximize their profits. Adopters are pressured to make hasty decisions, often with limited information about the dog's history, health, or temperament. This lack of due diligence can lead to heartbreak for both the adopter and the adopted dog, as unforeseen behavioral or medical issues arise. Silent screams, unveiling the trauma. Upon arrival, many adopters discover that their new companion is far from the happy, well-adjusted dog they were promised. Dogs flown in from overseas often arrive traumatized and terrified, their spirits broken by the ordeal of transport and separation from their littermates. They may exhibit signs of fear, anxiety, or aggression, behaviors that were never disclosed during the adoption process. These dogs, already vulnerable, are thrust into unfamiliar environments, their needs unmet, their suffering invisible to the unsuspecting families who open their homes and hearts. Pawns in a game exploiting innocence for profit. Heartbreakingly, the exploitation often extends beyond the dogs themselves. Many of these organizations prey on the goodwill of volunteers, enticing them with promises of making a difference in the lives of animals. These volunteers, often young and passionate, dedicate their time and resources, unaware that they are unwittingly complicit in a system built on deception. They are the ones who clean the kennels, walk the dogs, and provide comfort, blinded by their compassion to the larger scheme at play. Where does the money go? The unanswered question. The financial aspect of these operations raises serious concerns. Adoption fees, often exorbitant, are rarely justified by the level of care provided to the animals. Donations intended to provide food, shelter, and medical treatment are frequently misused, lining the pockets of those orchestrating this cruel trade. The lack of transparency surrounding finances is a glaring indication that something is amiss. The money generously given by compassionate individuals is seldom used for its intended purpose, the well-being of the animals. Fabricated hope, the rise of staged rescues. In an age dominated by social media, the manipulation has become even more sophisticated. Some organizations stage elaborate rescues specifically for online content. They film dogs in seemingly dire situations, crafting compelling narratives that tug at the heartstrings of potential donors and adopters. These staged events, shared widely on social media platforms, are nothing more than carefully constructed illusions designed to generate sympathy and ultimately profit. Shining a light on deception, celebrating compassion. It is important to emphasize that not all shelters operate in this manner. Countless legitimate rescue organizations worldwide are dedicated to the ethical and compassionate treatment of animals. These organizations are transparent in their practices, prioritize the well-being of the animals in their care, and work tirelessly to find loving forever homes. They rely heavily on volunteers and donations, and the impact of their work is evident in the countless lives saved and the second chances offered. Your voice, their lifeline, advocating for change. As potential adopters, we have a responsibility to be informed and vigilant. We must thoroughly research any shelter or organization before adopting, looking beyond the polished websites and heartwarming social media posts. Asking difficult questions, demanding transparency, and refusing to support organizations with questionable practices are crucial steps in combating this exploitation. By raising awareness, sharing our experiences, and advocating for stricter regulations, we can help ensure that every dog has a chance at a safe, loving, and forever home. Let us be their voice, their protectors, and the force that breaks the cycle of abuse and exploitation. Let us honor our compassion by ensuring it reaches those truly deserving.